And welcome back, survivors, to the how to play 7 Days to Die. In this small guide we're going to start from the beginning and work our way through the first couple of days on everything basic. Once you've completed this small guide, I strongly suggest that you go through to the 7 complete days guide that I have up on my channel, and that'll give you a more in-depth look at it. But this should start you right from the beginning. So this is if you've never played the game before, you're thinking of playing the game, or you struggled to start, you know, you've gone onto it and it's like, what am I supposed to do? This guide is for that. So it's not going to give you too much in detail of the later game or anything like that, or anything about the hordes or anything like that. It's literally how to go from the start to the finish of the first day, really. So here we go. So straight off, you're going to be choosing your character. Ignore the clothing layouts and all that stuff. It's irrespective, really. You're just looking at how the person looks. You can change it later, so there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, next thing you're going to be doing is picking whether you want to do multiplayer, creative multiplayer, private or local. For your first game, I'd start on a local game. Private's just online, but on your own. And obviously survival, multiplayer and creative multiplayer is something else as well that we will look at a later stage. Now I always pick random generated game world. It's totally up to you if you want the preset, which is what a lot of players play, or just the standard. Keep everything else set to the same, really. I wouldn't change much of that. You can change it, obviously, so you can change the zombies, the aggression that they have, your day length and stuff like that. Won't worry about any of that at the moment. You're going to be looking at not really concentrating on any of this stuff, really. Just a quick gander at the modded section. Obviously you can change little bits, which changes the difficulty of the game, as well as what you've already set as a difficulty. You can make it harder, easier. I keep everything the same. If you want to change your 24-hour cycle, you can do, but I won't personally. I'd play the game as it is, but there are various mods there. If you change anything, then you can reset it as well. That's the Naviz Gan. That's the preset world if you wanted to play that, or random generated. But let's go for random generated and give it a name. Call it anything you want. It doesn't really matter at this stage. Once you've chosen your name and you've decided what you want to call it, start it up. It'll give you a little confirmation, and after a shitload of loading, you will come to this, which is you naked with a little instruction. First thing, ignore the quest. The quest is set out in a way where it doesn't work well. It doesn't run off itself quite well. Don't worry about it. First thing you want to do is go straight to controls, which is in the start menu, control the layout, and have a gander at your controls. This is the first thing you need to do to kind of work out what it is you're actually doing with your controls and your character and what each button does. So let's have a close gander at what some of the things are that are quite important at this stage. Where you're going to want to look at obviously how to get your inventory up. Now, one thing I would say is if you keep hold of the X button, it will bring you like a little reticule, and you can select a lot easier from that there. And it's very important to start that off. The next thing you need to do is know how to form combat. Obviously punching and stuff like that. It's usually the right trigger, obviously unless you change it yourself. And how to use objects as well. Y and laying objects down is the left trigger. Have a good look at the layout. Get yourself familiarised with it, and then from there we will go into how to actually do something. So let's go straight into that now. So obviously we've had a good look at the controls, we know what we're doing, so now we want to be getting ourselves some construction. So this is your inventory / construction, and it's a good chance, if you get a chance, to have a look at it, have a look what you need. But the first thing we're going to need is the stone axe. So straight away there you can see we're going to need 5 small stone, 2 plant fibres and 2 wood. So not a great amount needed for your first tool, really. The difficulty is collecting them. Obviously, if you don't know what the hell you're doing, then where do I get small stone and plant fibres and wood from? First thing I did was just ponder as to how the hell I'm supposed to get the plant fibres. So, small stone is on the ground, and you're going to need them later, so bear in mind that's what nests look like. You're going to need them, but this is your small stone on the ground, so you're just going to collect them with the Y button, and you're going to need 5 of them to start off with. I won't worry too much about collecting any more really, because then once you've got the axe, you're going to be able to do stuff anyway. To get the plant fibre, you punch the little grassy areas, and they will give you the plant fibre, and you're going to get wood from punching trees. Only punch a tree a couple of times, you don't need to do it loads. It's just enough to give you enough wood to create it. There we go, so you're just going to need 2. So once you've got that, you can now create your stone axe. And from that, you can now gather a lot more easier. And as I say, don't waste your time trying to gather lots of stuff by punching. The axe will do a lot more with the rocks and with the wood. So you can see, with the wood, you're going to just hit it like that. You can see a lot quicker than it would be if you were trying to punch it like we just saw. So now you've got your first tool. The first thing you're going to be thinking about is creating a safe location. So for this, you're going to be wanting just a small square, and all it is just going to basically be a couple of levels up, and you're going to put a roof on it. That's all you need for the first couple of nights, just to keep yourself safe. So let's have a look at that now, shall we? So to craft your safe location, you're going to need some wood frames. Now you're going to be looking at an 8x8x4, and you're going to need a way in and a way out. So make sure you create plenty of wood frames. Again, your axe is only going to last so long, so make sure you get enough resources with your first axe that you can create more axes. Otherwise, you're going to have to start punching again, and it's going to take longer. So make sure you get some stone and some plant fibre and plenty of wood. You're going to need plenty of wood anyway. You can never have too much wood in this game. Keep getting this wood, keep building it up and building it up, and start your 8x8x4. It doesn't have to be anything pretty. All it is somewhere to be safe. So once you've created a wood frame, put it on your toolbar at the bottom, and you get like a little outline, and this is how you lay it down with the Y button. With the left trigger button. Y button picks it back up. You'll notice if the ground isn't level enough, it will try and put it at a lower level. Not a major deal, but just save yourself some time. And make sure you don't put it so there's like rocks in the way as well. So there's your 8. You want to go 8 along the other ways as well, and then you want to go 4 up. So let's have a look at the finished product now. So here we go. This is kind of what we're looking at. Doesn't need to be too pretty on the roof. Make sure you leave yourself a little bit of a gap to get out as well. You need in and out. Zombies won't tend to go that way, but you need it, because you're not going to want a doorway on this one really. So it's only a little location, so you don't need to worry about anything else other than that really. But this is kind of what you're looking at. So it's your 8x8x4 with a roof on top. There we go. Leave yourself a little doorway at the start, just so you can obviously easily work your way through. Keep on working on obviously getting tools and whatnot. But the next thing you're going to be wanting to do is putting it up to its first level. So as you can see, with your stone axe in your hand, you're going to be wanting to left trigger it 4 times per box, and it will put the first layer on. You need plenty of wood for this, so continue to keep getting that wood as much as you can. Have plenty of time on the first day, keeping at it, making sure this is what you're going to get. You can remove these to make it look a bit prettier, I tend to. Them little stumps do get you a bit more wood. I won't worry too much about that though. But this is all you're going to do. You're going to do it all the way around and on the roof that you can see as well, just to make sure that the location is secure and the zombies won't be able to see you through the blocks. You won't be doing too much on the outer side of things, so you don't need it to hold yourself. You should be well secured with that. So obviously once night time comes, you're going to want to block up that little doorway you had, and you're going to use the first night as per the guide and start crafting your stone axes and getting your levels up. You won't have had too much time on the first night trying to get any stuff. Don't worry too much about that. Use what you've got, get the axes done, and then salvage the axes. So scrap them, get the parts, redo it again. You're just going to keep doing that until the night runs out. And then day 2, you're going to move on to doing more of the same. So you're going to just go around gathering as much wood and stone and plant fibre as you can. And you're going to do the same with finding feathers, so you can create some arrows, as you can see here. We're doing that here. You can do it on the first night if you pop in and find any, then grab them, and then use that throughout the night as well. You want to then go back to using the 7 days guide on what to do for the remainder of the week, but that's basically what you want to do as soon as you start. This is how you're set up on your first day and being able to do things. Everything else will come as and when. Now obviously if there are other things you're not kind of sure on, leave a comment down below and we'll get into that, and we'll start looking at like the mini bike, the cement mixer, upgrading components, what's best to upgrade, how to upgrade, what each and every individual thing really is, you know, like the rebar frames that you'll spot, cobblestone frames, what's all the differences, do they have any differences? We will look into all that. So if there's anything you not sure on, leave a comment below and we will look into that for you and get it on the next video. So for those of you who have been following the guides and everything, this is just a bit of a sneak peek on what to expect moving forward. Obviously, as you can see, we found some weaponry. I can go through that with you. If you want to have a look at the weaponry side of things, then just give me a comment below. We'll create a video, maybe create a collaboration on a few things to give you an idea. This is the steel fire axe, so it's much more advanced to the stone axe that you're using at the moment. Obviously, the greater the level of stuff, the less likely you are to be able to combine the two together. So the stone axe used to be able to do wood and stone. The fire axe is just for wood. You get the pickaxe as well, which is for stone, but they are both a lot better in their field. And there's obviously you got your shovel and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things to look forward to. As you can see, there's a bit of upgrading on the base. At the time of doing this, the base has come a hell of a long way. We're actually on concrete now, so I will do a let's play series and we'll look at the, you know, where we're at with the game now, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed this and you've kind of got a bit more of an idea on how to actually start a game up and how to get yourself going. Any comments or anything like that, leave them below. But remember, if you subscribe and hit that like button, if you've enjoyed watching it, that would be great, and hopefully we'll be bringing out more videos for you. But for now, thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed it. See you later, survivors.